Go.
Good morning, Midnight's Edge fans. We're here to tell you that we have so much more to offer you now at our Mixed Tees store. Not just t-shirts and hoodies, but we do have plenty of those, and new designs for that matter. You can also get mugs, and of course our brand new limited Amber Turds stained blanket. That's right, just for your bed or wherever you need it. So head on over to Mixed Tees now and get all your apparel and goodies from Midnight's Edge.
Get up, wake up, this is your final warning. It's time for midnight session in the morning. The gang is ready to go and it's time for the show. It's time for midnight session in the morning.
It's Friday. It's the last Friday of January. How's everybody doing out there?
As you can see, there's fresh coffee.
There's fresh coffee. Too bad I don't drink it. How you doing, Chris?
Never better. Never better. It's a busy day here at the Casa de Brawley. You might hear some footsteps and heavy things being moved around upstairs. So.
Okay. And we also have Paul Chateau, who's waiting for his coffee.
He's not fully awake until he gets that coffee.
I don't think he realized he was unmuted.
Me? Sorry, I was.
Yeah, we heard you barking at your wife. Bring me the coffee, bitch! Now!
I had muted the computer, not you guys.
I was going to say, because all of a sudden I'm like, he's
Sorry.
not answering me. That's all good.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
we
it's
also have
all good.
Andre here this morning, still feeling a little under the weather, but made
I
it.
do. I got my coffee. Got some booze in it, everything. So
I'm the only one who don't drink coffee, evidently.
Ooh, Bucky's. Wow.
Oh, nice.
well, I generally don't drink coffee. I mean, I do drink my iced coffee. So yeah, like proper Norwegian iced coffee.
Fucking Norwegian.
Yeah.
You like it cold. It's just really cold outside. Then you really need your coffee iced.
Non-binary
Yeah.
Norwegian iced coffee.
No.
Quit your lutefisk.
That's right. You're as close to being gay as that's really
God darn right.
That's fake and gay, as the kids say.
Well, you know what's not fake and gay? Our fans who send us super chats.
Nice.
Valentine Puppy sent us in $2. Says, not Masters of the Universe, sorry. Diversity Motu isn't canon. Not for me. I don't know what Diversity Motu is.
Well, I
Unless
think
he's talking about the new
prob-
one.
I
He's
think
talking
he's
about Master
probably
Universe.
referring to the new movie, and he's also likely referring to the new images we have seen, because we obviously all know that Man at Arms is now black in the guise of Idris Elba, but there is also Triclops, who is also black, and we haven't
Yeah, we
seen
knew
him
that.
in the trailer yet, but we knew that in advance, and we now also have like pictures from the toys, which
I shared the other day,
gives an,
too. Yeah.
indeed, you did. Well, let's run through it. Which in the it's funny trousers she's having. It's like
Yeah. See, the funny thing is these are not the colors we're getting in the movie.
It is
yeah,
strange.
no, like the toys, if anything, look better. Yeah, here we have Triclops, and Triclops is always one of my favorite characters. So let's see how they pull him off.
Yeah,
on the
where's
movie.
his famous sword? He gets a gun.
Where is his other eyes?
Well, they're on the sides, probably.
Yeah, but we've seen the picture of the toy box, and there's no other eye there unless he has like
Probably
some kind
other
of
heads.
roll thing going on. It's just like a metal thing. The one eye that we can see is the one up front there. Like the whole point is that he has like different eyes on the visor, spinning back and forth there. But yeah, this is a character that I'm looking forward to almost as much as Trapjaw. What you mean, like Cyclops and Trapjaw were like the coolest henchmen next to Skeletor. Screw Beastman. Hey, that's me.
I only knew about half of those people. The more we see about he, him, and the Masters of Diversity, I think we're probably going to get more and more disappointed. I think that those two looked fine. The He-Man and the Skeletor.
Yeah, this is the one I'm talking about. He's the one I'm really looking forward to seeing. Does it look like he also is having like prosthetic legs in addition to a prosthetic arm and a prosthetic jaw? To me, that looks like prosthetic legs.
I think it might just be because of how the toys manufactured, but you could be right.
Maybe. Again, we haven't seen enough of him to decide, but still, like, that's a cool character. It's really, really messed up. He's the same species as Skeletor. And we'll see. Interesting to see if we get to see his origin here. The most canon one is the one from the 2000 comics, where it was Skeletor that moved it, basically.
And Tila has a gun now too.
Yeah.
Everybody's got guns. Guns.
Tila looks like Tila Raider.
Yeah.
I don't mind the look of the toy, so yeah, I'm hoping for the best. Hey, doggy. Doggy cam.
Just a pup.
Yep, taking care of the dog.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to take care of himself.
There was
or
one.
It might, and that's the issue.
There was like one I didn't share of just basically Battle Cat without his battle gear, but
you've already seen that in the trailer, which is
stupid because he's white underneath, but he's not on the toy.
No, but I know why, because that white underneath, that's how tigers look.
Yeah,
I know, but that's not how Cringer and Battle Cat look.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying, and neither does the toy.
Yeah. Nope,
so here we are again. I'm fucking 4 years old going, this doesn't look like the toy.
Yeah.
As soon as you mentioned Battle Cat, I thought you were 4 years old.
Battle Cat is the bomb.
Battle Cat. Okay.
Battle Cat? Yeah. Wait, you got to say it with a bit of a...
Battle Cat? Latino Battle Cat.
And speaking of Battle Cats, how you doing, Polly? What are you smoking?
Yeah. Oh, it's my tea. That's my hot tea, man.
Oh, he comes in without the coffee. He's got hot tea. So yeah, so we got a little bit of a look at the characters a little more close up there.
Yeah, how's it going, guys? What's happening, fellas?
Good.
I'm okay. I spent too much time arguing with people about the fact that everyone mentions TOS as being diverse, and so is Starfleet Academy, and I don't know what I'm talking about. And then they talk about the changes to the origins of the Klingon, and I try to explain to them the concept of series equilibrium, that you just can't change things for no reason because series have to return to character equilibrium. Even that one episode where anyway, one of the
but Paul,
anyway,
don't you think it's a natural evolution?
No, it's not.
Because that's what they'll tell you. Don't you think it's a natural evolution that the Klingon warriors should all become gay and go into relationship with men from other species? Unless it's the Jem'Hadar, then it's okay with a heterosexual stint to.
I was going to say every Klingon should have two mommies.
Yeah. So yeah.
But I thought,
in other words,
it's so ridiculous what they're doing.
He's arguing with his wife right now, which is hilarious.
I'm so confused. What did I walk into?
Well, anyway, Chris, just carry on. I think that's probably.
Sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. It's just ridiculous what they've done with this show. It's a flipping joke, and apparently it's so bad now. They've pulled the episode from YouTube.
Indeed. Let's bring that story up and we get into the main topic right away. Lord knows there's plenty other things to discuss today as well. Because as you all recall, a little while ago, Starfleet Academy premiered with a bang, being dropped on YouTube directly.
Well, I guess we're not going to do any more subjects
for everyone to see. And Tom, feel free to bring the most recent story up here on screen. Because evidently premiering it on YouTube and having it there didn't work out all that well. Not many people were seeing it live as it premiered. In general, it had fewer viewers during the live premiere than we had on our Star Trek videos back when people still cared about Star Trek during like the first hour when they were up. Likewise, Nerdrotic was able to beat the premiere with a static image of a toy of Mr. Spock or something. And of course, the comments were a hoot. Kudos to Paramount for leaving them up. But what they did not leave up for very long was the episode itself, because now it has quietly disappeared.
I just want to point out that Paramount puts every first episode up for free on YouTube. So that was going to happen regardless. And I don't mean just Star Trek. I mean every show. Like, I think you can still watch the first episode of Landman, if I'm not mistaken. But
yeah, that's the thing. You can still watch.
The story is that you can't see Starfleet Academy now.
Well, we gotta get Paramount to sponsor you, man, because you watch all their shit.
I don't watch any of their shit anymore. Andre gave me a pass.
Really? I thought you were like Mr. Paramount.
Nope. I watch Landman and all that stuff, but I don't watch.
We stopped being Mr. Paramount the moment they started claiming everything that we had of their stuff in our videos. Including the stuff that were beneficial to them. Like, for instance, our retrospective of the Phantom.
Oh, this is news to me.
Yeah. Oh no, they claimed that right away.
What did they claim?
The images in it from the movie.
Are you shitting me?
Nope.
You didn't tell me this. I could redo it with the new images from not some kid, you know.
Oh, we're going to, because again, that movie has a 30th anniversary this year, and
I meant the video, but
coming out.
I meant the video that was already done, but yeah.
So
how can they claim still images? I don't understand that.
Well,
what do you mean claiming still images?
Well, it may have been the moving images from the fan edit, but those were in black and white. If they still claim,
that's how I get away with pretty much everything. I don't do clips from a show when I review it. I only do stills.
Yeah,
you're pretty sneaky like that.
Yeah, but Paramount, they do manual reviews to take you out. So it's not like
they're not making any friends. You want me to give another reason why Ellison can suck a dick? There you go.
Ooh.
This is the first time hearing about this. So Andre has not told me about this. So from now on, evidently, I'm not supposed to use anything from Paramount. You got to be more clear with me. You're going to have to send me the point.
This was before Ellison, so we can blame him for a lot of things, but I don't think we can blame him.
Well, I thought this was now. You're like making it sound like now. I just did the Phantom
thing.
This
was ages ago.
Oh, okay. You're talking about something else completely then, because I'm sitting going, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
everybody, you're getting insight chat to a Midnight's Edge production meeting.
Yeah,
exactly. No, that's serious. It's like, what the fuck do you mean we got claimed and you didn't tell me?
No, this is a vintage claiming.
This is like Sonny talking to the Godfather going, we got to act here. We can't just sit on our asses. And he's just sitting over there going,
we're all making the assumption that Ellison is fully taken over Paramount. These things take time.
Yeah.
And they've got they've got many other things on their plate. And for the most part, there is machinery in existing Paramount that's going after and doing this kind of stuff, and perhaps they haven't fully cleaned house in terms of how they're planning on treating reviewers of the show and of their shows, things like that. They can't get to everything.
Absolutely. And also, to be clear, this was just some inside baseball thing. It's something that happened like literally years ago. So this is nothing new. There's nothing to do with Ellison. But it's something to keep in mind for when we redo the Phantom update. The Phantom.
Speaking of that, did you see that this company is basically imploding on itself from the inside out? Is what
Which one? Paramount?
Paramount, yeah.
I mean,
Ellison ain't got his shit together as well as you think.
Well, wait a minute. I'm really good. Tulsa King is on where?
That's
but guess what? He's losing his golden calf in 2-3 years.
But you watch all these shows, dog. I'm saying, like, we need to flip the script. We need some Paramount commercials.
Paulie, you know what's hilarious is I watch tons of shows on Paramount Plus that aren't fucking Star Trek.
Yeah,
Beavis and Butthead.
There's
South Park, Landman, whatever Yellowstone thing is going on at the time. That's the shit I watch on Paramount Plus. The offer was amazeballs.
It was great.
I play Rocky.
Never saw
That's
it.
coming to Amazon MGM after theaters this Christmas.
Oh, that's Amazon.
yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm
But it's
telling
got
you,
the same
Andre,
kid from
we're
the
doing
offer, though.
something
You're
wrong
right.
here.
Yeah.
We need some Paramount sponsorships. I don't give a shit. Then would be funny, Andre.
Oh,
is
we get
that
Star Trek
Yeah.
game sponsorships.
we get the Paramount sponsorships, and then we let Tom unleash on them.
Yeah, well, we got the Star Trek. That was one time. And I think
You want to
they
know why I
realized
have so
that
much
that's-
ire against Paramount? It has less to do with Star Trek than it does to do with one thing.
I like turtles.
Right.
Those motherfuckers have destroyed the Ninja Turtles. Everything you think they've done to the Star Trek brand, they pissed on Ninja Turtles 10 times harder. They took what was a multi-billion-dollar brand and turned it into shit. And then they're sitting there going, jerking themselves off, going, "Oh, we made $1 billion in sales before Mutant Mayhem." Yeah, well, guess what? You fucked that, didn't you? And then just like you did with Star Trek here. But I think this is a sign if they're taking it down, Andre. I think that's we've been hearing a lot of stuff in the background, like we always do, that, Kurtzman's on his way out. Kurtzman's done. Kurtzman's over with. But this is the first time we've actually seen some signs of death.
Yes.
And what I mean by
absolutely.
that is this being taken down, the new Star Trek project having absolutely zero fuck all to do with him, right? So that's two big, big things that are, not in his favor, I guess is the best way to put it.
And also, I've heard rumors behind the scenes that that some of the partners associated with Ellison view Kurtzman as something of a liability. That would be like the Saudi faction that he's working with, because they're obviously involved with Paramount as well, not just with Warner, and they're not too pleased with what he's been doing and what he promises going forward, which is potential good news for Star Trek. Then it's just a matter of fixing things going forward. Still, I'm not impressed with how they've been handling this series so far, in that it's coming out when they needed to send some strong signals and end this thing. But maybe this being removed when they have other first episodes still up is a strong sign. Paul, what do you think about that? When Paramount takes down this episode after it failed in a very visible manner, but Landman and other first episodes are still up on YouTube?
Well, I mean, this to me reminds me of the kinds of things that the networks used to do when a show failed, right? They would shoot 10, 13, and 2 would go on, and then they would kill it, and then you wouldn't see the rest of them except in the UK. So this sounds more like regular operation. I would rather see this kind of approach by streamers and the studios with regards to stuff that doesn't work anymore. I think this makes absolute great sense. It kind of punishes the shows that they don't like. Who knows what kind of maybe there was some kind of contractual obligation, the amount of money that Kurtzman might make if the show remains on streaming. This could actually be something where they're cutting off some of his revenue stream by taking it down. So I think this is a good idea. I think this is the kinds of things that a studio, like I said, would do back in the network days.
So approval from Paul there. But Chris, carry on.
Well, I don't know, what it all means. I was trying to dig into this a little bit. I did not bookmark the YouTube link directly to the episode. So you can't find it. There are 1 or 2 other episodes up, but you can't go back and watch that. I don't think you can go back and watch that first full episode of Landman or some of the others. I think they do it temporarily. Like, I don't think they leave all of them.
Oh, are they taken down now? Oh, I didn't know that.
But let me tell you what I found interesting during my search. They've also got this new docuseries. It's a crime docuseries. It's called Handsome Devil, Charming Killer or something. And it just went up 3 days ago on their YouTube channel. Now, as we know, I don't think the Starfleet Academy after a week hit 100,000 views. Maybe it got close. This thing in 3 days has already got 354,000 views.
Wow.
And I've never even heard of it. It's a docu-series, a crime drama. Now-
All I can say is,
Yeah.
as a person from Canada, I'm so glad that this first episode of Starfleet was geo-locked to the United States, and the rest of the world thanks Paramount also.
Maybe they suppressed it intentionally by geo-locking it.
Oh, obviously, they did because they don't want to cannibalize the Paramount Plus numbers internationally.
When
Because
you
it's on
go-
Paramount Plus pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
But if they were to leave it up otherwise, that would damage their statistics, because then how many around the world who aren't supposed to be able to go see it on the American Paramount YouTube page see it there, instead of go subscribe to Paramount Plus in their home countries as they're supposed to do. So that was a strategic decision I don't necessarily fault them for, because around the world, I mean, Paramount Plus is kind of struggling everywhere, and they want to use every single reason you possibly can to make everyone sign up for it. So there's been some limited promotion for Starfleet Academy internationally. Where, of course, it's been promoted as 90210. It's not like promoted using Star Trek Discovery at all, because that was a massive flop internationally.
Well-
So anyone checking it out are going to be disappointed, because it's not going to make any sense without having seen Discovery first.
I'm going to tell you this right now, and this is another reason why I'm not so sure Ellison is against shows like this, because you just mentioned, that even though everybody keeps calling it 90210, I say it's an insult to 90210. 90210 is at least a decent fucking show. This isn't even Melrose Space. This is more like Dawson's Fleet, as it's been dubbed.
Right.
And
Produced
here's what's
by the
funny about this.
Jaguar marketing team.
Exactly. When here's what's funny about this is why I'm not totally sure that David Ellison is against this kind of shit. Don't forget, this motherfucker has part of TikTok. And in a new leaked document, turns out they want to make Paramount Plus, get this, more like fucking TikTok. So what kind of people do you think they're going after?
Yeah.
the kind of people that would fucking watch crap like Starfleet Academy.
Yeah, but they're not. Those people aren't watching Starfleet.
No, they're not.
Academy
Unlike
either.
Acolyte, where they actually did get a little bit of a fan base. But why is that? Because Star Wars is that much bigger.
Yeah.
So you actually seen, some remnants of that, to where the people that are actually enjoying this show are so small and minuscule that it's mostly people just watching it to make fun of it.
I have
at
to
this
say
point.
that I did predict that in the future, to keep the next generation of viewers interested, they're going to be breaking theatrical movies up into 3-minute TikTok clips.
That's great.
Oh,
And that-
Jesus Christ.
That's my prediction.
Dude, you're joking.
I don't think you're off too far
But
either,
I don't
right?
think you're off.
Not only that, you know what they're also going to implement? They're going to use AI to make it to where you can watch a widescreen movie on your phone in the tallway.
There you go.
I'm not even kidding, because somebody's already done it to friggin' Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh no.
I mean,
And all it is
wait.
most of the time it's extra ground and extra sky. It's like, that's amazing. So you get to watch the movie in this itty bitty little picture still, but it's
I remember the initial DVDs where they would do the scan panning.
Mhm.
Remember those?
where they had the
Yes.
pan and scan on one side, the
and
widescreen
scan,
on the other.
And
Yeah.
it was intolerable.
Yeah.
Just intolerable. And they would always do it badly, you know.
Well,
Tremendous
anybody who
amount.
got stuck with VHS for years knows that. You must have been rich and had a laser disc player, I'm assuming.
No,
Paul, 'cause you had one.
I did have a laser disc player, but that was
See,
the
I knew it.
No, but I didn't have it at home. I was a HyperCard programmer, and I would do history docs. So we would have we'd have an opera on the laser disc, and I was use HyperCard for educational purposes.
You just had to make it nerdy.
Yeah, no, but a HyperCard was great because you could program it, and it would have that on the screen. and then it
Laserdisc was
would go-
already nerdy enough. You had to go
Uber new.
I love Hypercard. Can I just go back and unbrain cramp myself because I felt embarrassed that I couldn't remember the Romulans. And I remember I mentioned that I'm arguing with people about the difference between returning to equilibrium and a character or a race of people developing over time. And one of the things that's really problematic with many things of Starfleet is that they're retconning all sorts of Star Trek stuff 1,000 years into the future. They have decided how things are going to evolve. You're going to have multi-race people on top of each other. You're going to have this weird Klingon multi-parent male female kind of retconning, and I argued with someone
Gender fluid gay Klingon,
gay Klingons, and this is. They said, well, yeah, well, this is what Star Trek needs to do. It needs to change things. And I'm telling them, no, that's not how writing works. Writers have to know what they're going to write about. It can't just be one mystery after another, not knowing where you're going to go to. And even, that absolutely famous episode, Balance of Terror, where you had the Romulan commander at the very end saying he and Kirk could have been friends in under different situations. He had to die because Romulans were enemies of Starfleet. So you couldn't keep the one guy who was sympathetic to Kirk, right? That is proper writing. They took it back to equilibrium. They took the Romulans back to where they needed to be, the enemy, right? When they brought them back. They have no idea how to do this in Starfleet or even in Discovery. They're just making up shit as they go.
They're just making it up.
And then they have no basis to write. I have this argument about returning to equilibrium, and shows don't change fundamentally. They can't change. No, there's got to be growth and things like that. Well, no, if you
have to backfill, but we're having to backfill that growth, Paul. You know what I'm saying? In other words, like when they put the black and white female,
yes,
the share from I think was that Sharon. I can't remember the race that they're from, but it was the last two men race.
So in the very first episode, they panned to that.
Yeah. So you have Star Trek shills, whatever that show is that Will Wheaton hosts. He's sort of the opening host. And then it's now let's go to the shills, and they're going to talk all about Starfleet Academy or whatever. And they're giving you the backstory on this character that they know nothing about other than here's how it's possible that this person exists. In other words, we've heard your complaints. Let me give you a good excuse for it. And it's just so patently absurd.
TOS, there were only 2 of these people left.
Exactly. Did they have a baby 1,000 years from now? But what we might have done was maybe we found some of their DNA in some resin of some explosion somewhere that got frozen in space, and then maybe they've cloned her
replicator. They put them into the food replicator.
Done. Or maybe she just likes to dress up like that race, in a tribute to them.
Yeah, I mean, even if the bad guys are cardboard cutouts, you need to have guideposts to write for. Just so everyone who gets the Bible says, okay, this is what this race is. This is their tendencies.
They used to know how to do it. Like Wrath of Khan is probably one of the most perfect examples of taking something from the lore and creating something much deeper, much more nuanced and clever, but respecting everything.
And that's the fun of writing, though. That's exactly, again, I said it before. Right now, they write about people's feelings, not what they do. They no longer care about what their responsibilities are or what they do. So, anyways, I'm
hoping that this will go. There was that animated series back in the early 70s, Star Trek, the animated series, right?
Yeah, that was fantastic.
I didn't know what it was, right? I mean, it was neat to look at, but I preferred Scooby-Doo and Legion of the Superheroes or whatever it was called. But now, compared to what we're getting now, yes, that was fantastic. But I think I'm looking forward to when this era of Star Trek is sort of forgotten like that era was, right? Like that the animated series, which actually had, a lot of the same actors from the TV show voicing their parts.
And it was lore accurate.
Yeah, when you look back on it now, it is good, but at the time it was kind of, it's a bit of a joke. It's a kiddie show or whatever. We're over Star Trek, and then they come out with the motion picture.
Well, I mean, Star Trek, again, it suffers from exactly the same malady as half a dozen other shows that don't know how to write subtext.
Mm.
They actually say the subtext, and they're too busy explaining their feelings as opposed to doing what they do. It drives me nuts.
And you could show all the feelings. The feelings could be emoted as part of the subtext of the scene and the situations that you find yourself in. You don't have to talk about it.
No. Well, the whole point is to not talk about it. That you find out later. It's like, you know, a submarine movie where everyone has got a role to play running the submarine, but you don't know how they really feel about each other. But they're too busy not trying to get killed by depth charges, right?
Yeah.
So while they're busy trying not to get killed, you eventually find out how they feel about each other in the way they interact with each other, instead of saying, "Oh, you're a bitch," you know, right?
Right. I would rather people just go watch Space 1999 than this. I mean, and that wasn't poor. That wasn't that well done either.
No, and that was really old actors in spandex leisure suits, leisure outfits too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but that has charm now because now it's retro.
Well, the what's great about Space 1999 were all the toys.
Especially the ship.
Oh yeah, absolute chip. I wasn't a big fan of the premise, but
no. Do you think that ship would make it to the moon? You know, NASA's got a new thing. We're headed to the moon again, right?
Yeah. That would be a great ship to go in.
Oh man.
And you know what? I wouldn't put it above Ellison, not Ellison, Elon. That you know, one of the ships that he makes in space on the way to Mars or something ends up looking like something from Space 1999. Yeah. I mean, he'll, you know, you go, wow, man, the guy's totally nerding out. That would be
well, he may as well. I mean, it's like there's no atmospheric drag or something. As long as it's assembled in space, it can look like whatever.
Yeah,
that would be insane.
Hello, Script Doctor.
There's a Canadian going. Oh, hey, Script Doctor.
Yeah, speaking of Canadian, there's one coming.
We're now outnumbered by Canadians.
Yes.
This is, you know, 1/3 of the crew going to the moon is Canadian for the first time.
Okay. We'll be going there in style, I can tell you that. You know.
How's it going, Script?
It's going okay. Just on a break here. Thought I'd chat with you guys.
What's up, buddy?
How you guys all doing? I heard some Star Trek Academy talking. That's a dead horse already.
Yeah. Although it's acolyte, I think it's so bad that I'm enjoying watching other people's reviews of it.
That Klingon actor is really horrible.
I've never seen an episode. I don't know what's going on here.
Before we move on from Star Trek, Script, why don't you give us your takes on how it's going, and why do you think that Paramount took it down from their YouTube channel when other first episodes are up? Any significance to that?
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to drive more audience to Paramount Plus instead of just rewatching on YouTube. It's not a big audience. We know that.
That's for sure.
There's definitely. I mean, it's a tragedy because this is the 60th anniversary of Star Trek, and the current stewards of the property have nothing to show for it of value.
So far, it's even worse than the 50th anniversary, which was when Beyond came out and flopped big time.
It is. Well, when the most recent episode, they had an editing error. They accidentally cut off one of Robert Picardo's words in his line. And Major Grin did a great video about it. I guess like only a half hour after the episode dropped.
What a shame.
Yeah, it's... Listen, right now it's just running the course. I'm pretty sure Paramount, the new heads over at Paramount are looking at all of their IPs and trying to figure out what the future is going to be. I will say they did make a huge mistake by like canceling their license agreement with the TMNT and the toys there, or at least changing it so that Playmates is no longer involved. I think that was kind of foolish because they had such a good thing going. and I know that they're raising a lot of their other IP prices and licensings out there as well, because they're trying to pay down the Paramount debt that they've acquired. And I think I think raising prices to pay down debt without reevaluating the quality of the product you're doing is a really foolish form of business. But that's the behavior of something desperate. And I'm glad that it's not going to be moving over to Warner Brothers anytime soon.
And a lot of Warner Brothers content is suddenly showing up on Netflix too.
Well, David Zaslav made that deal when he came in. He's going to open up the licensing for more revenue to gain. So you have exclusive premieres on HBO Max and a licensing term with another third-party streamer for a while, and then it'll go back home to HBO Max. So you end up keeping, keeping all the new content top tier on HBO Max, and all the stuff that's getting lower viewership goes licensed out to a Netflix or a Tubi or a third party to generate revenue until they want to bring it back. So I think it's a smart strategy.
Agreed.
So yeah, it seems to be working out well for them. HBO has been kind of killing it with the last few shows they've dropped so far. So good for them.
Oh, the night, so the seven
Knights of the Seven Kingdom is it's very funny.
Very good. Dry.
Yeah. Slow for my taste, but still very funny.
I've only seen the first 2 shows.
Yeah.
I love it so far.
And that's Netflix exclusive. That's not getting licensed out anywhere, right?
No, that's HBO.
No, it's
Yeah,
HBO,
that's
it's
HBO
HBO
too, yeah.
exclusive for at least the first 10 years.
That's what I meant, right?
Yeah.
Great show so far. First 2 episodes.
Oh, the
No holes, really. I mean,
they really
you guys-
upped the language of the era on that show. They've really way more than Lord of the Rings, way more than Game of Thrones. Really nicely done, the writing so far. So looking forward to episode 3.
I mean, what did you? I didn't see. I don't see any holes either in the writing. I mean,
No,
I hate to say it, but it's almost perfect so far.
I mean, I will say the what is it? Duncan's journey to become an official knight is interesting because it's basically like he has no other option in his life. Like, what's he to do? The stakes are mixed, I would say, because like he had to sell his one horse to get, I guess, some armor built for him and hopes to win to buy it back, but he still has 2 other horses. So, and then to his first point at this first episode, he said, I could sell all 3 of you and eat like a king for a few years.
I could.
So,
And then what?
and then what? Yeah,
and then what?
exactly. But I will say the better stake, when I think they should have put a bit more weight on it, is the fact that if he loses, all of his property is forfeited to the victor.
I think that was explained.
No, it was explained. It just I only remember seeing it like twice in there, and that's about it. It didn't feel like the drama was really laid on thick for that, because
it's not. They're not laying it on. I agree, but it's there. I mean, he practically had an anxiety attack when he realized the stakes.
I don't remember seeing an anxiety attack.
He's like, "What the hell did I get myself?"
Oh no, there's that moment where he goes, "Oh my God, what am I doing? Like, this is crazy." Yeah.
When was that? What episode was that in? Because I don't remember seeing that.
Second episode, towards the end. Him and Egg are watching the jousting, and Egg's got to boost his confidence again at the end. Fantastic stuff, man.
Yeah, it was the whole winning thing was a dream in his head, or his wishes, is how he viewed himself as a knight, and then the reality of, and that jousting sequence at the end was just so well.
Oh, it was killer.
Shot.
Yeah. Do you guys know the books?
Nope.
To these?
No, I know that these ones are the ones that George R. R. Martin got through faster than his other. Yeah.
So I know this. I know the stakes, like where it goes.
Oh, but cool. You know what? I am so rooting for Dunk. I don't care. Duncan, he calls himself.
Oh yeah. No,
I'm just rooting for him. He's such a big galoot, and him and Egg are like, I just like it. They charmed me immediately.
It should be mandatory that he dances in every episode. I mean, so yeah, have you seen it yet, Chris?
No.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
There is a conversation between Duncan and Eggs where Eggs is talking about how he's too small, and then Duncan just says, "Yeah, people used to call me stupid," and then he's expecting like a lesson, and there's none.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Good.
And
good
his
clout in the ear. You
awkwardness.
want another clout in the ear?
The
Uh,
awkwardness around women, and it's just
Oh, yeah. And he had to do the little Cyrano de Bergerac. Egg
Yeah.
was like, "What do you don't want to talk to girls, boy?"
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, it's one of those things where one of the aspects of a TV show is making your characters appear different. There, you have many tools in your armory when you're making a TV show to get people involved, and one of them is don't make everybody look the same, which is something that they've done recently. Is that you've got way too many good-looking people together, or too many women who are dressed like up as men, and they're not making that mistake in this show at all. It's really well done, and of course, Dunk and Egg are very different looking individuals. They hooked me very quickly, the bastards. So I'm looking forward to episode 3. I mean, that's all you can do with a show, right? We don't know. Episode 3 could be crap, but I am invested enough already to want to see the next show. That's the only reason. That's the reason you make a show, right? You want to watch the next one. You don't want it to be homework.
A night of the Seven Kingdoms. And
That's a terrible title. What the name of the original book is? Hedge Knight.
Well, it's three different novellas.
Was it?
So
Okay.
They're probably just trying to do the umbrella so they can have 3 seasons because they're pretty short.
I would have.
Yeah,
I think Hedge Knight is a better title.
Hedge Knight.
Well, that's
great.
the name of this book, right? So the whole series is Night of the.
Oh,
Seven.
I see.
Yeah. The Hedge Knight we often talk about IPs failing us. This one is a winner, guys. So far 2 episodes in.
So far, I mean,
Is
yeah.
this
Well,
better in your mind than House of the Dragon?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
it's more focused and more connecting because House of the Dragon is very much it's a royalty oriented show.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Game of Thrones. This one here is basically a guy from the mud trying to rise up to become a knight.
And it's a prequel too, right?
And it's in between.
Okay.
Timeline, it's in between. And all those, like the houses, they're all there. Like it's in the Game of Thrones universe.
Yeah.
So, it reminds you that it can be heavy. I think House of the Dragon just suffered from tonally just maybe being a little too serious in the pacing of some episodes. But that's just my opinion.
I'm just happy to see a Game of Thrones kind of show where I do not have to keep track of the factions on graph paper.
You basically know what it sounds like to me because I haven't had the time to see it yet. I know what it is, and you know what the series that you're describing right now.
Yeah,
The Mandalorian. You're describing The Mandalorian. In a sense, because just think about it. You have the main series, which is Game of Thrones, and it ends horribly. It ends with season 7 and season 8, which is kind of like the sequel trilogy, which is this brick road or this brick wall that prevents anything from going forward. So the only thing you can be excited about is the past. Here we now have something completely unrelated, gritty, down to the earth, unrelated from these big dynastic huge things, kind of like The Mandalorian. That's what you're describing here. I just hope that it continues better.
I don't want to spoil it, but it's not.
Well, I'm not saying it's going to be. I'm just saying that's what it sounds like so far.
I see what Andre's saying in comparison to the franchise, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about franchise comparison, exactly.
The first season of Mandalorian was more like Kung Fu with David Carradine. This is
Lone Wolf with Cub too.
Yeah, see, you guys are missing what Andre's saying. Andre's talking about how the franchise was.
Yeah.
The only thing I can't equate in there is how the other Game of Thrones thing fits in there because the other one that came out in between people actually received was that Andor then or what?
No.
What I'm saying is that it's very much connected and has a huge influence on
The main series.
like major.
Well, then I'm curious, how big a problem is season 8 going to be?
Well, most of the original Game of Thrones series, because I got a chance to actually watch it, I think a year ago. I was not impressed, even from the very start. I'm not impressed. I'm way more impressed with the Night of the Seven Kingdoms than I am with.
Ooh,
What was that?
Oh, the first episode of Game of Thrones was a banger.
Really? I did
Yeah,
not find it all that good. I thought it really
Well-
like, was full of itself.
Well, no, I'm saying insofar as that it got me intrigued in wanting to watch the next show.
Well, it became
did get
a-
bogged down in all the waiting for the dragons to get bigger.
Well, it wasn't just you. It was a worldwide phenomenon. I mean, it
Oh
was
yeah,
a
I remember
huge
people
thing.
talking
Yeah, yeah.
about it. Like absolutely, like it was
Okay,
crazy.
well,
You just didn't have the
talk
time to
about the
watch
first
a lot of this
episode
live.
script.
What's that?
It was the final water cooler show.
Yes, it was.
Can we really quickly just talk about how Chris Brawley, his avatar, he's now Don Lemon?
Well, he's in jail. This is.
I thought it was a sex doll, but yeah, Don
Well, one thing does not have to rule out the other. But yeah, Don Lemon is in jail.
Lemon. Get your Don Lemon sex doll today.
I know that we're talking about that
Yeah.
in that park place afterwards, but I'm like, man, that's gonna now.
So what did he get arrested for?
He
Well,
got
for-
arrested here in LA at a hotel for what he was part of going into that church. That's
The church,
completely,
yeah.
it's
And I
completely
can-
illegal to private property.
Yeah, but I can tell you right now how this is going to be framed by the corporate press, and as we call it in Norway, in my part of the world, editorially controlled media, because I don't like to call it the corporate press. This is an attack on freedom of speech from the Trump regime, and we must all fight against it, and we must all join the EU and the Team Soros to fight against this.
Well, haven't you been listening to all the celebrities all week long? I mean, this is the most fearful time here in America.
Yeah, indeed.
I mean, you have Molly Ringwald and
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, and you may laugh, but this is how it's being framed
No,
by
that's
the
the
media
frame.
around the world.
It is very much so. Like they're acting
is.
like this is civil war ready to happen. It's like,
Yes,
dude. What I still find is funny is Razorfist pointed out before I saw anybody else say it is it's kind of funny how only one state is really the one having the problem here.
well, that's because
And there have
they're
been
the one
almost as
state.
many ICE agents killed as there has been other citizens too. And not only that, like you got this situation, and I don't have a horse in this race on either side, right? But point being is that, like at this point, you got people that are saying that they're going to go out and not just obstruct justice, but actually hurt or kill or maim these agents. So of course they're going to be a little trigger happy. What the fuck do you expect? Right? Like it's stupid. Now, compare what they have done to other law enforcement and shit, and we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. Because if you go into that in numbers and statistics, we'd be here all morning with this shit. But anyway, I don't want to dwell on that because we got super chats to talk about, guys.
We do.
Let's do it.
Let's go back to the top here. We got Flying Blind on a rocket cycle who sent in $1.99. Thank you for that, Flying Blind. Drew Tipton's in the house. How you doing, Drew? Sends a $9.99, says, we are going back to the moon in a week, and no one is talking about it. Well, we did talk a little bit about it, but you did send that, I think, before we did. I get it.
Did we speak about it live, or did we just speak about it behind the scenes?
No, I'm pretty sure when script came in, we were talking about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I get it a lot. I get it. Lots of other stuff in the news. Reminds me of how Apollo 13 launch was overshadowed by the Beatles breakup. Well, here's the other thing, Drew. We don't normally just cover the news. We just cover entertainment news mainly in our certain little sphere. We do sometimes pop in and out of it. Like, obviously, we're not going to be diving deep into this Don Lemon thing because that's very little to do with us.
Who
Right?
cares about Don Lemon anyways?
I don't know, his boyfriend.
Yeah.
Hyper Guy number 2 says,
Before we move on from that one, though, I was like, yeah, but like in
Oh, sorry, go
our
ahead.
defense, when it comes to like going back to the moon and stuff, and thanks for the support, Drew. Yeah, this is not the kind of thing that we would cover too much here at Midnight's Edge, but I see your point because it's not getting much coverage anywhere else either. And I think this is just my hypothesis, but I think part of the reason for that is that would be giving a win to a president that the world media right now is busy as framing as the exact same thing as Putin and Xi Jinping. I think that's part of the reason why, not to give any kind of win where it might be due. And also, to be fair, it's a flyby, which is granted is still the closest humans are going to be to the moon in 50 years. But still, no one is actually landing on the moon. That would be the big thing. And the tragedy is that we basically have to reinvent how to do it. You have to, or when I say we, I mean NASA. They've forgotten how to do it, which is why they're doing it this way, why it's taking them so long. They have to reinvent every single step because they knew how to do it, or previous generations knew how to do it analogically, but now they have to do it again digitally. They have to reinvent the whole thing. So yeah,
My neighbor might say they never knew how to do it, so this will be the actual.
Plenty people are going to say that as well.
This is what happened when you don't have Kubrick to shoot it. Yeah.
Yeah, Kubrick's not around. Maybe Christopher Nolan will. Who knows?
No, I was trying to do that whole thing. Like I remember when Andre and you guys were talking about it. Like I was trying to explain to somebody about how NASA's got to basically start from scratch all over again. They just didn't understand it. But I'm not as eloquent as Andre is either.
He's so good.
That's another reason why we don't cover that kind of stuff here. Hyper Guyber 2 says those first looks at Henry as Connor McLeod has everyone excited for Highlander. This thing has the potential to be a mega hit. Yeah, I showed these at the last second of the last show. Yeah. We got our first looks at Connor McLeod. Actually, I think we saw both of them. Yeah, we did. So let me see if I can bring these up real quick so you can see what we're talking about. I don't remember if everybody was here when we brought it up.
Yeah,
we also got our.
I didn't like the short shorts and the push-up bra, but
right,
everyone has their own taste.
The purple hair is what threw me off.
Yeah.
On Chris Brawley?
No, on Henry.
No, it's a modern audience version of Highlander.
Yeah, here we are.
Looks John Wickish.
To be kings. Well, it's from the same producer and director.
Ding, ding, ding.
Shouldn't he have long hair?
Yeah.
Well, if he's in modern day, I mean, he had short hair. I mean, I don't know what year this is.
Yeah, Connor always had short hair, unless it was in a flashback, exactly like Script said. It was Duncan who always had the long hair. And that's what I'm curious about, is if this character is going to be kind of an amalgam of the two, or how they're going to handle this. Because they are setting this up for a series. Like, they know they're going to go forward with more of these.
Yeah.
So they're not going to pin themselves in a corner like they did with the original film.
Maybe he's a different McLeod. Maybe he's Angus McLeod.
Oh, no, he's Connor McLeod. That part is true. But I get what you're saying. Yeah.
McLeod.
Bocephus.
His cousin.
I'm from the upper Highlands.
Right.
Yeah. We even got a boom mic in there.
He's Angus from ACDC.
Angus from ACDC.
Well,
what's funny is he going to talk to himself in this scene? Because we got a boom mic. I'm just kidding.
Hey-o.
So there's our two looks at him.
Hollywood owes Henry a hit, man, and I think it would be fantastic. I think this is if Henry's going to have a hit on his own as a leading man, this is the one.
Yeah,
because he's been a great co-star in some of these films, ensemble pieces, but he didn't get a good shake with Man of Steel, and this looks good, man.
Man from Uncle, I think, was his best, and I liked what he did in Mission Impossible. But you're right, he needs a real win.
His Ungentlemanly Warfare movie was actually pretty good. They just needed a better title.
Yeah,
and they needed to promote it better. Yeah. But no, I agree with you, because I've been saying the same kind of thing. Like, I've been saying it kind of more in a sense of, this is it for Henry. If this doesn't work, then the dude's not a movie star.
Pretty much.
I hate to say it.
Yeah.
Because like at this point, this is, like I said, on paper, everything that's here, as pointed out in the super chat by Hyper Guyver, this should be a hit. Right, you have all the kernels and things you need, and we're not even getting the major knee-jerk reactions you would from most people, and that's because even as somebody who's like me is a huge fan of the franchise, we already know it's been shat all over. Yeah. Like, so at this point, like, there's not much you can do besides bring in some purple-haired freak to kind of fuck this up at this point, like knock on wood, basically. This is, on paper, you got one of the guys behind John Wick, you got Henry Cavill, you got, the timing's right. Russell Crowe, yeah, to a point, but I still say it should have been Antonio Banderas. But yeah,
supporting cast that people
you
know.
do. Yeah, you had a great supporting cast.
David Bautista. I mean, say what you want about him, but he's a name, you know.
So at this point, if this fails, then
if it fails, then he needs to just go stick to Warhammer stuff,
or maybe do a TV show. You know,
well, that's Warhammer, right? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's going to be his Amazon Warhammer. He's also trying to get another anime thing brought in. I just can't remember what it was. So,
interesting.
I mean, he's producing too, right? He's bringing these projects, correct, Script?
Well, yeah. He's got a very small production company to help him find work, or
right.
Right,
yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, you know
what I mean. You know what I mean.
But yeah, he's getting a lot of
he's just not sitting by the phone, right?
No, he's not. He's not going idle like some talent out there.
A lot of talent does. Correct.
Well, and how are you reacting to the latest news that WGA is going to go on strike again?
Well, I know why they're going to go on strike.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Half their members have not been getting any work because they suck and they're frauds, and they're complaining to the president. Who the president of the WGA is horrible. Some of the people underneath.
He's a hobbit.
That did that have done
that's SAG. That's SAG.
No, SAG is different.
Oh, that's
SAG
right. Yeah, duh. What am I thinking? Derf.
No. SAG is definitely going to go on strike because Duncan Crabtree Ireland did not properly negotiate any protections for AI in their previous thing. Because he
rewind to our show right after that, where I think we pointed out that's going to be an issue. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Script.
Yeah,
but it's the same.
Go ahead.
The Script. Tom's not wrong. It's the same theme here with Writers Guild and SAG. The memberships have been duped by their fucked up leadership.
Yeah.
Well, with the WGA, we did a purge of all the people that were hurting the business. That's basically it. Because again, like for years, I was having difficulty getting work and assignments because of my skin color and gender and sexual preference. That has changed drastically. I'm working. The people that use that as their marketing ploy aren't working, and they're complaining to the WGA that they're not getting work. But this was all part of the minimum basic agreement where they said, we want to ensure that we have quality shows so we can get higher residuals. That means that the showrunners have more control over who they hire on their shows and projects, and it's up to them. It has nothing to do with the WGA. The WGA is only there to protect the work that they get, not guarantee them to have work. And that's one of the stipulations of it. And right now you have a bunch of their members who you'll notice that they got reports on the trades, and they're people that you've never heard of. And they talk about, I pitched this show. It's this gay lesbian narrative thing, and nobody wanted it. It's like, yeah, because they don't sell. And now you're trying to hold the WGA responsible to say, well, we want to be working. And WGA says, yeah, we understand that. And then they say, well, we want to go on strike because we're not working. But they're not asking themselves, well, why aren't you working? Because you suck. Like, change your methods, change your marketing.
They also want to raise.
Change your pitch. Yeah. And that will do better. Like that's what we'll be able to do. But it's not going to happen that way. Like we're most likely going to go on strike because the majority of the people that are members of the WGA that shouldn't have never been members in the first place are going to request on strike. WGA president is probably going to agree to it because again, this year, a whole bunch of those members, if they don't get work, will no longer be part of the union, which means no longer union dues, which means a whole lot of money is going to be lost from the WGA, and they don't want to lose that.
Yep.
SAG has got similar things as well because I heard it as well. Polly's heard it. I'm pretty sure you've talked about it. SAG has been putting on like discounts for their union dues for some of their talent on that. And that has a different thing to do. That is more as a result is that studios are able to use AI models of certain talent if you haven't properly, negotiated your contract. So they're not working as much, which means that their membership is in jeopardy, which means that in order to retain that membership, they're giving discounts on the views so they can still discounts on the dues so they can still maintain the numbers of memberships. WGA hasn't done that as far as I know because they haven't sent me anything on that. A lot of the people that never should have been given opportunities in Hollywood to begin with on the writer side of things are now finding out that, you have to actually be good at what you do in order to work here. And the artificial inflation of the writers, because there's like 25,000 of us and only 12,000 of us, in my estimation, are actually any good. So, and it
doesn't help that every writer is a producer now too.
Well, no, a lot of writers have been able to negotiate production, but it doesn't always grant them PGA status. So that's a different thing.
No, but I'm referring to like Discovery having 27 fucking producers.
Well, yeah, that's because all those writer teams negotiated. Have a producer
Exactly.
on
Like,
the
yeah.
show.
I mean, well,
Every
but
writer
at the end
can
of the
do that.
day,
Yeah,
at
every
the end of
writer-
the day, though, they're not careful. Fucking AI is going to turn around and replace all y'all because, yeah, they
Well,
fuck
can't.
around too
We already
much.
have it in our NBA.
I hope
that
so.
AI
Look,
is restricted.
Well, I mean, with all due respect, one of the main reasons for going on strike is for the union executive to give them an excuse to keep their jobs.
It's gonna kill these unions, man.
It's
Yeah.
It's gonna
bad
kill
time.
these fucking. I mean, it's already on life support. You know, they're doing discount Tuesdays on memberships so they can keep. And I'm talking SAG right now.
Yeah,
Script,
SAG is doing more stuff right now. WGA
Right?
is only in talks at the moment.
just to keep memberships in paying. You know, what does it call it? Good. You're a good member when you're paying. I don't know what the fuck. Anyway. They would never do discounts and
standing.
deals before, which they are doing now. And you got to understand, it's a guild. Like, there's no guarantee of work. That's not what the SAG does. You know, which is really a fucked up union. And they look out for you and they get your residuals, which is cool, but they don't guarantee work. But you got to pay a lot of money to stay in that. Now, the other side, really, we just the pro side is that it is an incredible medical insurance. That's why Romy, thank God, has been working steadily for years, so she's got that medical insurance.
Right. You have to keep working though to keep the dues up.
At the very minimum, I forget what the hours are, but yeah. And those are just like rare treasures, man, to get those hours for regular working actors, because they're just gobbled up now by people you recognize in film. They've all gone.
Most people have no clue how few actors really make either a living or are really well off. Everyone out there thinks, "Oh, I just saw them on a TV show. Oh man, they're making bags of cash." It's just not the case.
No.
It's a tough job. It is one of the toughest jobs out there, just in terms of the number of auditions. You really do have to destroy your own ego to get.
Yeah, and that's why you're hearing a lot of your favorite actors, guys, in the chats, like Henry Cavill and stuff. They have a production company. Basically, you set up maybe you hire an assistant, script, and they go and look for projects and they bring them back to the celebrity, because they just don't want to sit there by the phone. And those are names.
Right. And what people don't understand is, generally speaking, an actor isn't hired, a package is hired. So when you go in to pitch a script, to be able to say that you've got a certain actor attached, you've got a director attached, you've got a DOP attached, when you pitch something, you're not trying to get people to buy into it. You're challenging them to turn it down. That's really the mindset that you have to have when you go into pitch.
We got a movie deal on the books, so we're just trying to close it out because it is SAG, and then that's going to be another year of where she gets the insurance. It's crazy. I mean, you could have a good career or maybe a good year, and it's like, oh yeah, I haven't worked in 2 years.
Right.
The way stuff was rolled out, it's like, oh wow, you're working every year.
Well, and if the writers go on strike, it could be some longer time without work. That's the other thing is they need to keep in mind. Like, we just got out of a couple strikes and a COVID, and then they're going to do this shit again. Bravo. As the industry is on its knees. Bravo. Good job.
Well, the other thing too is that projects can go into turnaround if the momentum is lost. And suddenly,
speaking of,
yeah, that's really no one talks about that. That's the biggest issue, is that you've got something, you finally you're covering some ground, you're talking to people, it looks like you're talking to the right people, and it looks like it might get into the queue, and then suddenly you've got a strike, and then it goes out of sight, out of mind, and then no one cares about it anymore.
No, and all you guys are right. It absolutely, just railroads your forward momentum, whether it's as a
Mm.
writer, actor, or director.
Oh,
You know,
thanks so much. Yeah, it's a tough
All
biz.
right. Well, moving on, we've got Drew Tipton, who asks, Tom, are you a fan of Stan Sakai's Usagi Yojimbo? I first saw him in the 2003 Team NT cartoon. I am, but my knowledge of him or experience with him, however you want to put it, is basically limited to Ninja Turtles. I'm aware of his existence outside of and the connection and how he became part of, but yeah, outside of that, not so sure. But it's funny because I think that the story goes they did the deal to get him in the comic mainly just so they could get him an action figure. That was part of the deal from what I heard, because they were such big fans of Stan's, and as a tribute to him more so than anything. So there you go. Bucky Cat's been a member for 34 months. Thank you for that. Dark King says Norwegian coffee is all iced because because it freezes between the barista and the customer. Canada invented thermally insulated coffee cups to fix this, but you guys are too fancy for that shit, I guess, huh?
Well, we have them both ways. So like, it's the coffee that you drink inside, which remains hot, and it's the one you take outside for a spin, which is the out coffee. So yeah, why limit yourself?
There you go. And then we've got Corbin Dallas, who's been a member for 27 months. Thank you for that, Corbin. Joe Pat 87 says Jason Statham actually has a new movie coming out this weekend, but it's from an upstart distributor. Don't expect to perform much. Oh, he does he? What movie is this?
Yeah, but
well, it's one that's not been promoted in the slightest. So yeah, now it's a matter of how much walk-up traffic can Jason Statham get. By the way, Beekeeper 2 is coming this
Next
Christmas,
year.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it is called. We just reviewed it. Oh God, give me a second. Sorry, but I can tell you it's like enjoyable, but paint by the numbers Statham. So, you know, that's was the basic review, and it's coming out this weekend.
Well, that's kind of what you almost have to do nowadays to kind of be safe, is kind of be paint by numbers. So
yeah. I mean, you know what? It was a video review. That's why I'm looking in the wrong spot. But our reviewer dug it. I mean, it's just, you know what you're getting, and it's Statham entertainment.
And then Ginormous J 5,000 cents and $2 says Jason Statham is the fluffer. No one could keep it hard like him. That's right. Dark King says Paul is right. You can already watch entire movies via YouTube Shorts. I watched all of The King of New York in 3-minute chunks. How did you want to do that to yourself?
An edition of the whole movie, The Godfather, 3-minute special TikTok edition, only on Paramount Plus.
That'd be 100 videos.
I'm talking about one.
Andre's like freaking out there with his stuff like that. Your internet, you need to get it fixed, man. What the fuck? Yeah. Anyway, we didn't hear a single fucking word you just said. Miller says Klingons have 2 appendages in this universe.
Oh my God.
Oh, they got 2 dicks? Interesting. Lord Kamina says Az was right. Klingon's brother was sabotaging him. Okay. I didn't watch the show. Where's Paul at? He stepped away. Who is watching the show?
Which one?
Academy?
No way.
Pack of Proton says, think there is a Disney CEO announcement Monday. I still think they are going dual CEO with Walden as a figurehead only. Yeah, this is percolating in the news a little bit. I don't know if it'll be by Monday, but probably soon. When do they, of course, Andre had to step away here because it was internet probably. I was going to say, when do corporations usually like to announce a new CEO as far as their quarterly earnings go? I guess was my question going to be. But yeah, I don't know when the best time or the best season.
Anytime.
Okay.
Can be any.
He's still wonking out, but we got most of that. And then Pack and Proton says somehow Script Doctor returned, just like Palpatine. Lord Camino says writers who use subtext are cowards. Garth Marenghi. Pack and Proton says
We can go to
Sky left Academy up for the data to show Kurtzman you are done. That is my theory, at least. I would like to think this is the case. I think it had more so to do with just that's the way Paramount does their thing. They drop the first episode on YouTube to push viewership to Paramount Plus, because you can even watch it free on Amazon and other places too. Eturiel sends in a member chat for 22 months. Thank you. And then Drew Tipton sends in another one to say even Paul Giamatti couldn't make Dawson's Fleet enjoyable. Ugh, yeah.
I heard he's terrible in it.
He's
not good.
over the top.
He's over the top, and everyone else is not. Yeah, that's tough, man. You get like these different acting styles going on.
So in other words, he's actually in a Star Trek show. Nobody else is.
Could say that.
He did make a sly remark. Someone did ask him about it, and he said, "Well, you just got to go with the material that they give you."
He's such a G.
See, because he's such a classic actor, he could have been able to pull anything off, right? Like that's the thing is it's Paul Giamatti. I mean, yeah. Anyway, Pack of Proton says, hey, they had Timu Mutant Mayhem TMNT on The Masked Singer recently. Ugh, I didn't see that, but thank God. Drew Tipton says, any Thundercats fans? Wonder if we'll get a movie. I know they were developing one a few years back, but I don't think it got anywhere. Script, have you heard any rumblings on anything in the Thundercats realm? No?
He might not be back yet.
He might not be back yet.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think if Giamatti, sorry, going back there, we'll
No,
get to your thing, Drew. If Giamatti had done the character from American Splendor, I think it would have been way funnier, way better on Starfleet.
The depressed fucking artist?
Yeah, wouldn't it be great to have like a bad guy just, oh God, oh.
I'm so tired of being stuck in fucking space.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, and then it's not this blowhard. It's just someone, I really.
Every fucking window you look out, it's black, 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 black.
I hate doing this. Like, oh my God, why? Anyway, yes, Drew. Any Thundercats fans? No, I'm not a Thundercat fan. No. Sorry.
But there are a lot of
course.
Thundercats fans. They have a huge fandom for sure.
They do.
It's more mech stuff. I tend to like mech stuff, but Thundercats was a bit too childish for me.
Yeah, so I haven't heard anything new, but unless anybody else has, then yeah, I don't think there's any movement on Thundercats as of late. But we do have a story here. I don't know if anybody's interested. I don't know much about the Mistborn series. But it looks like
I know nothing about this.
Brandon Sanderson's literary fantasy universe Cosmere has been picked up by Apple TV. So if you're a fan, there you go. Mistborn series and Stormlight Archive are being eyed for film and television adaptation, respectively. So,
never heard of it.
I've heard of Mistborn, but I've just never been a fan of it, so I don't know. But it doesn't sound like
it involves reading. Forget about that.
Yeah. So no fans here on the panel? None?
No, I don't know about it. How about anyone in the chat? Are there any of them fans? I mean, I don't know.
Never heard of it.
Sounds original. I mean, it's new stuff. That's great. Cool.
Our Rumble viewers may be asking about that Sydney Sweeney news.
We did have Sydney Sweeney.
So Sydney Sweeney went and got arrested. So what did she do now?
No.
Besides being sexy?
They're calling her a MAGA Barbie, and she's pushing back a little bit, I think.
What the fuck? MAGA Barbie?
Yeah. Well, I think it stems from the red carpet that she was on. Oh. And she's like, I don't talk about politics. I'm here for, this is what I'm here for.
I just got sent some pictures of her. I don't think I can show on here.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people want you.
I don't have enough blurring on this one.
There's a video of her getting out of some fancy car in red underthings.
Okay, I'm going to show this super fucking quick, guys. And then you got to look, and it's going to go away.
Recount. Do a 3 count.
3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, man.
Now a bunch of people just rewound and paused their fucking YouTube.
Come on, man.
That's her line of bras and panties that she.
So here in LA, the Hollywood sign, you can film around it, hang out, blah blah blah. There's trails, hiking trails. You can't touch the sign because it's so special.
Mm-hmm.
And she touched the sign.
It is technically protected, though, is it not?
It is, and it's got its own chamber and all that shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So her
Alice Cooper actually owns one of the letters, for instance.
No, really?
Yep.
Yeah, he's one of the sponsors. Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Okay,
I can't remember who the rest of them are, but like, yeah, there's a few.
It's a PR stunt because they launched her new lingerie called Siren, I believe, and the stunt was, let's go to the Hollywood sign and throw my bras on the Hollywood sign and show my chichis and let's go. Boing. Where's your boing?
My Boeing? Oh, it's busy.
No.
So none of you saw that video of her getting out of the fancy car in her red underthings while she's swathed in a fur coat of some kind?
Send me this, please.
Yeah, that's the whole campaign. That's her commercial for her lingerie. I mean, those photos and all she did all the different outfits. I mean, she looks absolutely stunning, man. It's like, damn. So there was that, and some people wanted her arrested for that. And then I believe the last 24 hours, she was on some red carpet where they were trying to ask her a political question. She's like, no, that's not what I'm here for. I don't want to enter that realm. That's not what I do. So good for her.
Yeah, they keep trying to corner her and get her to say something that they can. And even after this interview, I saw a few articles that say Sydney Sweeney quashes rumors that she's MAGA, or Sydney Sweeney claps back on MAGA claims or stuff like that. But she really didn't. I mean, she just said, I'm a storyteller. I'm in the arts. I'm not here to be political.
Well, the reporters are only in it for the money.
Yeah. How MAGA is.
Tell me how you're the gayest MAGA Barbie. Yeah, I was just gonna.
That's right.
Will you right now condemn MAGA?
Yeah.
Come on, Sydney.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone is capitulated, hardcore, triple down right now. And it's always nice to hear, these celebrities that choose to, stand their ground. It's like, I'm an artist, man. Leave me the fuck alone.
That's what I say. I mean,
but people in the industry love her. I mean, apparently she's, I don't know script, what you've heard, but she's pretty good to work with.
When she was asked to correct the MAGA Barbie claim, so she was asked to correct it, right? So right there, insinuating in the question that there's something wrong with it right off the bat, right?
Mm-hmm.
She goes, I haven't figured it out yet. I'm not a hateful person. If I say that's not true, they'll come at me like you're just saying that to look better. There's no winning. There's never any winning. I have to continue being who I am because I know who I am. I can't make everyone love me. I know what I stand for. It's a pretty balanced response, if you ask me, for the most part.
Yeah, she's doing well.
And she's not wrong. Like, no matter what she says, it's a no-win scenario for her.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
There's nothing she can say that's going to win in this.
Well, because they've already made up their minds. A certain group are just waiting for her to trip up or whatever. I mean, they already have decided what side she's on.
We're not wrong there. And that's where she said there's no winning, right? Like,
no, there's no winning. Exactly.
And I just wanted to add, there's, you guys know the comedian Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias?
Yes, the Latino.
He's
comedian.
the same way. And he won't do political statements, and they have gone after him. They just won't stop.
He can be very funny.
Yeah.
Well, he's not stupid. He knows that his base is probably very mixed, if not leans mostly conservative. So
he does conservative jokes.
Yeah.
And that's what, it's just so unfortunate what the left media has done in regards to fanning people's aggressions and fears, because that's really what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, you know, I can't even talk to some of my lefty friends about different issues at this point without them just getting so freaking aggressive and emotional. It's like, dude, grow the fuck up. But it's like, I'm not even gonna say that. I don't even bring it up.
All right.
But anyways, yeah.
So yeah, we got a couple of Rumble rants here. We got Garvin Ambrose says, "Hi all from Rumble. Hey, I can be funny too. Ray Stantz from Ghostbusters, the video game." And then Kalekioki says, "Thoughts on the new film, The Iron Lung? New film shot, directed, and written long-running YouTube Markiplier. Thoughts script. Also, Don Lemon has gotten arrested twice now. Nature is healing. Well, I'm sure they'll use it for all it's worth on the Don Lemon thing, but script.
Wow.
Have you heard about this? I think he's still stepped away.
So
Yeah,
Markiplier is a huge YouTuber, most who made his fame doing live streaming on YouTube, or at least streaming games on YouTube. I've watched him many times doing run-throughs, and he's was one of the ancients, let's call them ancient YouTubers, like PewDiePie, who started off doing gaming related things. So he has kind of disappeared off of YouTube, and I guess that's why he's using his own cash to make a film. He is fulfilling his dream. Although I do recommend to everyone, unless you are a multimillionaire, to not use your own money.
There you go. Yeah, like I have not heard about this. The Iron Lung. Okay.
The Iron Lung. It's probably a kung fu film.
Whoa.
I thought that one of our reviewers saw it yesterday. There was a screening of a YouTuber's movie, she said. So I assume that this is the same one. You know what I mean?
There it is. Iron Lung. A convict explores a blood ocean on a desolate moon using a submarine called the Iron Lung to search for missing stars and planets. That happened to me yesterday.
But if we get snacks and gifts.
Oh, interesting. Sorry, I was muted. So sounds interesting. More of a horror film, it sounds like, according to people are saying. Now, is it being released on YouTube, or is it an actual in theaters and stuff? Marksman 11.7b also says Iron Lung sounds better than and Shelby Oaks. Probably. Interesting.
It says here only in theaters January 30th.
There you go. And it's based off an indie game, according to Kalekioki.
Which would probably make some sense considering where Markiplier comes from.
There you go.
Would be intimately familiar with a video game.
That explains that one. And with that, we are caught up with the super chats. And I don't think did we have any more stories to get into? Andre is away or having internet issues. So I think that's it, folks.
So, and let the panel go.
Whatever Andre just said, I'm going to interpret it as get on with the koalas. So Script Doctor, you can find his channel on YouTube as the Script Doctor. He does scripts on Saturdays, every Saturday, which is fun. Paul, what do you got coming up?
I'm actually working on the TV Guide video today, so hopefully.
Thank fuck.
I know.
What year are we on?
1990.
Oh, you're just doing them in sequential order now?
Trying to do them in sequential. So I've got all the TV guides up to 2001, and then I'm
interesting
done.
year. I believe Fresh Prince started this year, if I'm not mistaken. Trying to remember.
1990, and then
there was a couple of decent shows in there, but not as quite as big as 89 or 88, 87, 86.
Yeah,
that was some prime TV.
years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we got a couple of super chats here. We got Marks and 117B who points out it went from limited to 41,000 theaters. Wow, that's like one of the biggest openings you can get.
So it's his third project. Okay, good for Mark.
Good for him. Yeah.
Which one is this?
The one Markiplier did.
The Iron Lung.
Iron Man, yes.
I just got this. Wasn't super impressed. Too long and weird. The YouTuber did a decent acting job, though. I like Shelter more. Getting ready to go. Okay, yeah, that's what they said.
There you go.
There you go,
Hypergiver
guys.
2 said it's adorable that Johnny Legs thinks he's famous enough to tell people not to see his histories.
Oh,
Nobody even knows who you are, Penteo. Well,
Yeah.
I saw that post. I said, well, let's just say hypothetically, even if I don't support ICE, does that still mean I have to watch his movies?
Well,
'Cause
today's
honestly,
yeah. I mean, I can't keep up. Today is a national day of no work, no shopping, no ice out. And I love it when these celebrities tell us not to work.
well, not only that, he's speaking for like a lot of other people, right? Like maybe there's a director or writer's like, I don't give a shit what they think. I want them to watch my movie. People need to buy Mario Brothers, dude. Shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, it's none of his are his movies. First,
that's what I'm saying. What is what? So I'm not supposed to watch that fucking The Pest movie? Thank God.
Thank you.
Thank fuck. I don't have to watch The Pest because that's the only John Leguizamo movie I can think of, because you're not wrong. Any other movie he's in, he's a supporting actor or co-star at best.
At
Like
best.
Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Tu Wong Fu supporting it. Like
Well, and what's annoying for the
John Wick supporting.
Yeah, what's annoying for the channel, like what we cover, is that 9 out of 10 times, Tom, he'll make a good 1 out of 10 times he'll make a good point that we agree on. It's like, I gotta agree with that asshole.
Broken Clock is right twice a day.
There you go. And
Speaking of, tell us what's going on over at Latino Slate. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no. There's a big dust up in regards to the Odessa Azayon casting. She's a Jewish actress who was cast in a role that is Mexican Jewish. And there's a big dust up on all that. She left. She's not doing the role. And that opens up more can of worms. So we're going to talk about that later today. I have a producer coming on talking about that later today, 4 p.m. on the Latino Slant.
All right, check that
So
out.
if they hire a Mexican actress who's not Jewish, we're still in trouble then, right?
Well, there's so much to this.
They can
because
convert.
The
It's easier
author
to
of the-
convert to be Jewish than it is to convert to be Mexican, right?
Well, there's tons of Mexican Jews. I mean, that's
My
another
question is:
argument.
it called Jewsican or
Mexibrew.
Mooish?
Mexibrew.
Mexibrew?
Mexibrew. Jewikins is that's like the
Those are Jewish Canadians.
Those
yeah,
are Jewish
those-
Canadians. That
you
makes
gotta
more
look
sense.
out
Yes.
for those Jewikins, man. Those guys are
Hey, I'm sorry.
He Brixicans.
No, it's I'm sorry.
he
Eh?
Brixicans.
A, yeah, I forgot the A. I'm sorry. A.
He Brixicans, that's a good one. But apparently
anyhow.
the author of the book said that in the script they already written out that she was Mexican. The character's name is Zoe Gutierrez. So there's a whole
Gutierrez is a married name.
so we're gonna talk about it because
She
it
converted.
opens up a lot of conversation.
Anyhow.
Judejo. Ooh,
Judejo. That works.
that's awesome.
That works.
Mr. Tickle Slug.
So check out Paulie's channel, check out Paul's channel and Scripts. You didn't get a chance to plug it while you were gone, but you got Scripts on Saturdays. I said to check out your channel. Anything else you want to
thank
plug?
you so much for that. Yes. Sorry, I was away. I had a work call that came up.
It's all right. They're like, we're going on strike.
No, the exact opposite. We found a location.
Nice. Congrats.
All right. Awesome sauce. So check those out. And Andre is still having internet issues. So in his lieu, I will say, it is time for koalas in the wind. Is that how I say that, Andre? Or Script? In
Yeah,
his
pretty close.
Koalas in the rain, koalas in the rain, no fucks given. Koalas in the rain, koalas in the rain, no fucks given.